Hello and welcome back to Ask 9. Thank you for joining us here in the streaming studio. I'm Becky Phelps, and I'm joined today by Charles Hart.
Yes, hello.
So exciting. As
Thanks
you
so
may
much for
have
having me.
guessed, we have Charles's Ask an Anchor today.
Woohoo!
Charles, how are you feeling?
I am feeling good about this. As we said, it's the topic I know the most about is myself, so
Yes,
I should be able to talk about it.
This should be relatively low
Yeah.
stress.
Exactly, no, but it's a pleasure to be here.
This should be. We're going to start off pretty simple.
Okay.
Something that I think you know the answer to. Charles, how did you get into journalism?
Yes, okay, so this started back in high school. So I went to Xavier High School in Cedar Rapids. I'm a native.
That's right, you are local.
Just like you are.
Yes, Lynn grad over here.
Yes, exactly. So, competition. That's okay. That's
yeah,
all right.
we're
There's a lot of high
gonna
schools.
pretend that it's not a problem.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Yeah.
But I went to Xavier, and so I was in, you probably know about speech. Do you know about speech?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I did the
Contest speech?
Yes, yeah, contest speech with a bunch of categories, music, improv, all that good stuff. I did the TV news category for the group season.
Really?
In the fall, yeah. I think I started it was my freshman or sophomore year. Now that part I don't know. It was my freshman or sophomore year. I started in the group category. We got like 5 guys together, and we made a newscast on an iPad. On an app.
Did you get recruited for this, or was it your idea?
I did kind of get recruited for it by my friends, and so I was like, why not? What the heck? So jump on board. And
It's
so,
fun.
Oh, it's so fun. It was so much fun, and I actually played the weatherman in the first year I did it.
Really?
I know, yeah, and I didn't end up going into weather.
Alternate universe.
Yeah, I know.
Charles is a weatherman.
A weatherman in an alternate universe in contest speech my first couple years of high school there. So yeah, it was like an app on an iPad where you put together newscasts. You can choose your background and all that. And we did that, and it was so ours was we wanted to make it funny.
Okay.
So it was just full of like purposeful bloopers. And not only was I the weatherman, I was the weather intern. So we wanted to make myself seem
Oh, so you were like a
kind
bad
of like
weatherman.
comedically like that much less important. And not saying interns aren't important in workplaces at all, but so
former intern also.
yeah, I'm also
here.
a former intern of a news station, so it's okay. But like a bad weatherman who kept like I was making bad jokes, like purposely, like bad puns, as I do nowadays, and that was kind of the whole character I was playing up in that one. And then I did it the next couple years, and I also did radio for the individual season, where you put together a newscast out of a bunch of stories they hand you, and then for both the group season and the individual season, you submit it. You go to competitions, and if you get a certain rating, you can go to state. And yeah, so that's kind of where I got the spark. I was like, I kind of dig this this presentation thing of talking specifically in front of a camera. So that's where I kind of springboarded into that, and was able to go to college for it at St. Ambrose University in Davenport. Was a part of their student-led newscast. It was called Dateline SAU. So nice little fancy name. And I got the chance to actually anchor that my freshman year, not even have been, being in the class. They just needed someone to do it, and I did it, and was able to do that all 4 years of college. Anchor their student-led newscast. We had a legit studio in our fine arts building, and that was like the most fun thing I did. It was actually a class too. So we would shoot stories and anchor, produce, direct, be the TMP where you're punching buttons behind the scenes. It's a tough job.
That's hard work.
So I know, I hate to admit I did avoid that job in college because I was intimidated by it. But now looking back, I was like, I could have done that. So, and it's all a learning curve. So I did that through college. Got my first job out of college at WQAD News 8.
Yes, we've got
Hey,
some early photos
there
here.
we go. That was towards the end of my 2 years at WQAD. So that's in the Quad Cities. That's WQAD, our ABC affiliate, actually. So we went from ABC station to ABC station. So I was there.
Who are you here with?
So on the left, that is Mr. Devin Brooks wearing the black hat. He was my co-anchor there. And honestly, when I started as well, I was a weekend reporter. So he was the weekend evening anchor.
Okay.
And producer. So he was who I reported to, and for that we obviously didn't have any managers in the office. When small market television.
Weekends are fun.
Weekends are fun. You have a little bit more creativity, I would say, because you have a lot of creative control. So a lot of the stories I was doing was for his newscasts in the evening. So he was great. He was an amazing mentor to me. Taught me a lot about writing and shooting and all that good stuff. So, and then on the right is Andrew Stutzky. He is the morning, and still to this day, the morning meteorologist. So I was on the mornings most of my time at WQED as a reporter and then as an anchor, and he was the meteorologist, and he just became one of my greatest friends.
So did you start as just a reporter?
Love him dearly. Yes.
Okay.
So I started as just a reporter. I was all over the place, my goodness, as you are sometimes in the business, because to get the most experience you can, you do all these jobs, reporter, producer, MMJ, MSJ. I started as a reporter during the day from like 96, working weekends, all that stuff, and then I think from there I shifted to night side reporter.
Okay.
Still during the few days a week, and then during the weekends. And then, I remember this, March of 2023 was when I started on the morning show. So
look at you.
I know, that's me in the center right there. That's when I was anchoring with David Bullman on the left. He was one of my former anchors. He left the industry, but he was amazing to work with and became one of my good friends there. And then, as in the other picture, there's Mr. Stutzky in work clothes this time. So yeah, in the studio, work clothes. Yes, we were at the Mississippi Valley Fair in that other photo with the polos, but so that was fun. And I wore a few different hats as I do here. I started as a reporter, and then learned how to produce for the weekend, and then I was a weekend morning show producer for mostly Sunday mornings. So I would come in and pre-produce my show on. I know they don't really do that here, where you get like a day to pre-produce just to get some of that stuff plugged in.
Yeah.
It's hard to do because news is of course spontaneous and a lot of stuff happens.
Segments.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
So they gave us a little time to pre-produce, but I would also go out and find a story if they needed something for the evenings as well. So we stayed busy.
Did you like mornings?
It's
early.
It's very early. I have grown to like
Some
them.
hesitation.
A lot
Not
of hesitation.
A morning person, I
because
don't think.
because any news person will know when you hear morning show, you hear 3 a.m. in the morning and you hear 1:30, which I think that's the time Jackie Kennan wakes up around 1:30. I think she's told me. I always woke up at 2. I come in at 4 now, so it's similar.
Well,
but I get an extra
you gotta
hour.
do your hair.
I gotta. I don't have to do as much as the women, of course, in this industry do, but I just put some hairspray in it and we're good to go.
There you go.
So,
whatever works.
Exactly. But I've grown to love mornings. You get off at noon. I know when I started here, I got off at like 1 or 2-ish, but now I get off at noon, coming at 4, so I am now a morning person.
And you also produce here.
I do. So I also wear kind of the same hats as I did at QAD here at KCRG. So I guess we're following that chronological timeline. So 2 years QAD, and now here I am. September of 2024 is when I started here. I think it was just after Labor Day, the day after Labor Day. So I started, been doing the same job here. So my main duty is I co-anchor the midday with Jackie 5 days a week at 11 a.m. to noon, and I also produce that show Monday through Wednesday. So I'm stacking the content, writing the new stuff. But yes, of course, anchoring it 5 days a week, but producing that show. And then I report when we can. So I know we do our I-9 investigative pieces, our We the Peoples. If you find another story out there you want to do, we have the creative freedom to find those stories. And that's what's nice about here and the business. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So
it's a great segue to our next question.
Go for it.
Do you have a favorite kind of story to cover? You are in a bit of a unique position where you get to do like some really in-depth pieces.
Yes,
and
exactly.
The We the People. I love your We the Peoples.
Thank you.
They're very,
That's very sweet of you
creative.
To say. Yes, I enjoy doing those. I've gotten the chance to do 2 of those now. I know they were Show You Care before then, but now, of course, we're leading up to America's 250th anniversary, so we're doing We the Peoples now. I've gotten to do one on the Wright brothers and their impact.
That was really cool.
I know, that one was fun to do because
not a lot of people know about that.
No, it's like how they spent 3 years in Cedar Rapids and they got a toy when they lived here that now grew into the inspiration to create travel as we see it.
It is insane.
As air travel. So you can connect to the rest of the world because of a toy they got when they were in Cedar Rapids. That's such a cool story. So the stuff that I get to do about that, and I got to talk to Mark Stouffer-Hunter, a local historian, and recently did one about the military tribute banners, and talked to Jim Coyle was his name. His son has a banner who's just got out of the service. And so you get to meet so many cool people, a lot of cool people.
Are you working on anything right now?
I am. I'm working on my second I-9 investigative piece. I've gotten to do one already. This one is about social media, making social media less detrimental for kids.
Oh my gosh.
So I know
that's a heavy hitter.
That is a heavy hitter because of course we've had this cell phone ban that's been implemented for a while now, and so I was like, I talked with Adam, our news director. Let's go beyond that. Let's talk about how we can make it less detrimental outside of the classroom. So not just focus, you tie in school a little bit just to make it relevant. But yeah, I'm going to I talk to a pediatrician. I talk to a parent who has kids that they implement rules at their own house. And I also talk to a student at Linn-Mar.
Really?
Yes.
I
talked to a student at Linn-Mar. So that story is in the works. We're not sure when it's going to air yet, but so yeah, we get to dive in deep to a lot of cool topics, stuff that matters.
Yeah.
It has real impacts to people watching at home. So
okay,
yeah.
little teaser for you.
I know,
Something
there
to
you
look
go.
forward to.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep an eye out from Charles. Okay, let's also hit. Do you have any frequently asked questions? Anything that viewers tend to reach out to you about?
I've had a few people say congrats on the engagement, and I know you have a picture, right? And there she is.
Congrats on the engagement.
Thank you. So for anyone who doesn't know, which is probably a lot of you, I've talked about it on air, but this is my absolutely gorgeous fiance, Ava. And
we love Ava.
Yes. So her and I know I've been
She's
talking about her all over the
We've
newsroom.
gotten to meet her a couple times.
Yes, you have.
She is such a sweetheart.
She is the biggest sweetheart ever. So, and I love her dearly. But so this is just a picture we took when we were out one day. But so cool story. So we got engaged, just kind of as a basis. We got engaged September 19th. It was a Friday at a zoo. It was at a zoo.
How come
you might have
zoo?
heard that.
I remember seeing the pictures.
Yeah. So,
I don't think I've gotten the story.
I know. So it was pretty spontaneous how it happened because I was just going to go because I wanted, that was the date. That was going to be the date that I did it. Friday, September 19th. That was it.
Come rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
It was happening.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it worked out because, I was just going to go with whatever she wanted to do. Dinner. I'll find something to do after dinner that I can, pop the question.
Okay.
And she sent me this flyer for this Pints for Preservation at the Niabi Zoo in the Quad Cities.
Okay.
So the local breweries, you can sample a lot of beers. But she also really likes otters. She was really excited to see the otters because they have an otter exhibit. So my mom was kind of helping me plan this whole thing. And so I called her and I was like,
your mom also a sweetheart.
she also, you have met my mom because she's coming for every night. Yeah. No, she's the best. And so she was helping me plan a little bit behind the scenes, and I called her and I was like, okay, she wants to go to this event, and she was like, well, looks like you're doing it at the zoo. And I was like, amen. I'm getting it.
Interesting way to
I know.
to do it.
An engagement at a zoo. It's different.
Did she know it was going to be that date?
Nope.
Okay.
So she actually thought it was going to be the next day, Saturday.
Okay.
Funny story. She bought a new outfit for that. She bought a new outfit for it to be on Saturday, and it ended up being on Friday. So I was like, we got her. She almost guessed the date. She guessed the weekend, but she did not guess the date. So we had a sign made that said, Ava, will you marry me? It was the sweetest thing. I called her mom, who lives in Philadelphia, mind you. I had her fly in, and her boyfriend Rob flew in from Philadelphia.
Oh my gosh.
She had no clue they were going to be. She does obviously Philadelphia. She actually works in the Quad Cities at WQAD, where I worked, and that's where we met. And so she's in the Quad Cities. Her mom's on the East Coast, where she's from.
Oh my gosh.
She came after I did it. We were doing all the posts, happy hugs, kisses, all that good stuff, and then they all walked in, and she just broke down when she saw her mom, especially because she obviously, so.
That's so special.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was beautiful. So yeah, I see her every weekend. We have a lot of fun together. We do lots of fun stuff going out. We like to go to concerts and stuff like that.
Have you started wedding planning?
No, soon, very soon.
Wedding planning is so stressful.
In the new year.
My thoughts too.
Yeah, I know. In the new year, we're gonna start. So we're tossing around a date. We don't know yet, but.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That is so exciting.
Very blessed. We're very happy. So yeah.
There's another important person in your life.
There is,
or
of course.
Perhaps not
my
a person,
son.
but
my son,
child.
my child. So this is Kenny.
Kenny.
This is Kenny. He is the most handsome young man.
So
he's a great. I know he's
this photo.
Right.
Look at you.
I scrolled through my
Does he
phone.
have yellow eyes.
Yeah, they are yellow. Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of yellow. He's got his foot on a green ball that he was playing with in the background. I love that. That was just taken in my living room. He is so cute. So yes, this is Kenny. He's a great tabby. He is awesome. He's a pain in. He can be a
He's
pig.
awesome. He's a huge fan.
It's a cat. So cats can
That's
be.
many cats, I think.
And obviously that you can attribute that to the energy they have sometimes. He's only just over a year old, so he's young.
He's a baby.
He's just a baby boy, so he is energetic, but he can be so cuddly.
Did you know you
And,
wanted a cat?
So I figured that out I got him when I was still in the Quad Cities, because we had from the Quad City Animal Welfare Center, we had Patty, she's amazing, the executive director, come in every Monday for a segment. So she brought in a pet, whether that be a dog, a bunny, a cat. So Kenny was actually on live television.
Kenny was one of the animals.
Kenny was, so we called it our pet of the week. So he was our pet of the week, and I did the interview.
No, so you met Kenny
Yes.
live on the air?
So why didn't I should have grabbed a screenshot from when Kenny was small. I should have grabbed a screenshot from that segment. So I interviewed Kenny. I interviewed Kenny.
You interviewed Kenny.
And he was very vocal that day. He was the little high. He has such a high pitched meow.
Okay.
So I interviewed Patty, who had Kenny there, and he was just so cute. And my coworkers were like pressuring me into getting him.
They saw it. They saw the connection.
But I didn't feel that like with any other cat. Like all the other cats were adorable that she brings in, obviously, all adorable kittens. But it was just something about Kenny. Something about Kenny. So 2 days later, I adopted him. 2 days after that segment. So I went in. I'm trying to think if I may have went in on like after work that day because I was on the morning show, so I got off at noon. So I might have went in and then I adopted. It was like Monday, and then I adopted him on Wednesday or Thursday. So
it was just love at
here
first
we are.
sight.
So Kenny not only is a model in that picture, but he was on live television.
Wow.
And he was biting Patty's hands the whole time. It was so funny.
And he really sold himself.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, I'm on a mission. I'm getting adopted right now, right away.
Because now he's my son.
Wow.
So I'm a cat dad.
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's the biggest blessing.
That's so
and
sweet.
My fiance Ava loves Kenny so much. We call her his mom. So yeah. And she adopted a cat from the same place actually named Roxy. So they haven't met.
Really?
But so Kenny has what would you call that? We're not married yet, but a half sibling.
A
step
sibling.
Yeah, sorry, step sibling. So
step sibling.
A step sibling, but they just haven't met yet. One day.
A long distance.
One day.
Step.
Yes, a long
cat
distance.
Sibling.
Exactly, and she's amazing too. So we're both cat lovers.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be huge.
I
Introducing
know.
the cats.
I know. We got to take it slowly.
Yes, I have heard you gotta let them smell each other.
I know. Yeah, maybe keep them apart.
I don't know a lot about cats.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I only know a lot about Kenny. So yeah, but he's amazing.
Were you a cat person growing up? Did your family have cats?
No, we've had dogs. So it was kind of a switch. I still obviously love dogs, and my parents still have a dog named Gertie. Oh, I should have brought up a picture of Gertie next time. But
okay,
yeah,
we'll bookmark that.
Well, yeah,
Charles Hart 2.
Next
we're gonna
time.
Get Gertie.
And you know what's funny is Gertie and Kenny have met.
Really?
And they get along just fine. They play.
Okay.
There's no hissing or barking.
That's a good sign.
Just playful.
Kenny's chill.
Kenny is chill. He likes other animals, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, Charles,
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on
Thank you.
here.
This was such a fun discussion.
Yes, and congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Cannot wait to hear more updates about Kenny. Also.
Yeah. Yes, I hope maybe one day I'll bring him into the newsroom.
There we go.
Maybe.
We've met a lot of newsroom pets.
Exactly. He might run around and I might not be able to find him for a few minutes.
That's
but
okay.
That's okay. He'll find him.
We have lots of hiding places.
We
in
do.
here.
It's a big building, but he doesn't have a badge to scan into the other floor, so he'll stay.
We gotta get little name tags.
Exactly.
Little station pet name tags.
Little name tags. So
And
yeah.
little badges.
Exactly.
Restricted access.
It's in the works. We're
gonna
it's in the works.
stay tuned on that.
Yeah.
Station pet access coming soon.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Becky. That was so fun.
Thank you so much,
Yes,
Charles.
of course.
Of course, always, if you have any questions, shoot us a message on Facebook or email us. But thank you for watching us here on Ask 9. Have a great evening.